Hello, everybody. This is Barrett Matthews of E2E Systems, and I want to welcome you to the Hangout tonight, where we are going to bring to you the World Success Summit 2015. And I know a lot of you are wondering, what is the World Success Summit? Why are you having this hangout? I've been seeing some stuff on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn about it, but I don't really understand what it's about. That's why we're doing the hangout, because a lot of you don't know what it is. First, I want to take some time to tell you a little bit about me, who I am, for those of you who don't know me. As I told you, my name is Barrett Matthews of E2E Systems. I am a coach. I have coached people in entrepreneurship and moving from employee to entrepreneur. That's what E2E stands for, employee to entrepreneur. So we want to make sure that there are people who are looking to make sure that they can do that transition, but do it a little more seamlessly and to not have as much struggle with it. That's what we do at E2E Systems. So we have several coaching products, several platforms. If you want to learn more about E2E Systems, you can, of course, check out our website at www.e2esystems. That's the letter E, the number 2, the letter E, systems.com. So that's where you can find out more information about us. I'm also the author of the book, Why Didn't You Get It Done? A Guide to Helping You Get Off Your Assets. One of the reasons I find that a lot of people don't get into entrepreneurship or accomplish their goals is because they procrastinate on different things. So the book, Why Didn't You Get It Done? I'll help you to do that. If you'd like to get a copy, you can also go to e2esystems.com and find out about the book as well. And I'll make sure I send you an autographed copy if you decide that you'd like to have a copy for yourself. I've been getting good reviews on it, so I think that you might like it yourself. So we're happy to have that. I'm also one of the co-founders of the 50 Shades of Wealth events. You've probably seen them online, the streamed events. Me and my partner, Chris Bridges, have put those on. Been highly successful, and it kind of set us up for set me up rather for putting together the World Success Summit. So I'm very, very happy about that. So that's a little bit about me. So let me give you a little background on the World Success Summit. Many of you watching may be familiar with one of my friends, coaches, mentors, colleagues, Mr. Trevor Otts. Trevor is one of the people I call the mad scientist of marketing. He is a marketing genius, and he's worked with people all over the world as far as marketing. And I'm privileged to call him a colleague and a friend. So he was working with me one day. I was sitting at his place, and we were talking about some of the things I can do to perfect my presentation and to get more people attracted to what I was doing with E2E Systems. And he said, one of the things that you need to do is a big event, a real big event where you can get a lot of speakers to come in. And hence came up with the name, the World Success Summit. So he left it at that point. I took it from there. And what I said I wanted to do was not only put together an event that had a lot of great speakers and a lot of great, a lot of great content, but I wanted to make sure that I had some really, really fired up things going on, and I wanted to make sure that that we had all of that. So that's what we did with the World Success Summit. So I put it all together, and what I ended up with doing was not just putting together speakers, but I said I wanted to make it more attractive for people. So I added another component to it. I added another component. I understand that some of you are still having a problem seeing this live. I want to make sure that I got it so that you all can see it live, and I hope that does it. I hope that you all can see it now. So I'm working on that right now. So hopefully that'll work out. So we're working on that right now. So I don't know why it's not showing up for you guys. So hopefully some of you can see this. If you can't, so let's see. Hold on. Hopefully you all can see me right now. I'm getting some messages that you can't see me right now, or you can't hear me. So let's see if any of you can see this right now. Hopefully you can. And because I have it on live, so hopefully you can see it. So anyway, let me keep talking here, and hopefully if I have to start over, we'll start over. But if some of you can't see it, we'll start over again. So we'll get that going for you guys. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully you all can see that. And now, as I was saying, we're putting together this event here, and we wanted to make it more attractive for people. So hopefully you guys can see me. I understand that there's a countdown going on, so that you're not seeing anything. So I'm gonna sit tight for a second, and hopefully we can get this thing rectified for you. And if we can get this rectified, we'll be up and running. Let's see. Hopefully that will show you. Let's see here. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see here. Okay, I understand that we are live now. So I want to make sure that everyone is good to go. I am Barrett Matthews of E2E Systems, and I want to make sure that you all are with us. I'm sorry for the technical delay. And we are up and running, from what I understand. Okay, we're up and running, from what I understand. As I said, I am Barrett Matthews of E2E Systems. We're here to discuss the World Success Summit, and I am elated to have you guys as part of it. And I'm going to tell you all about it. I know you've been reading about it on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn. You've heard other people talk about it, but you don't know what exactly it is. So that's what I'm here for, to tell you about the World Success Summit. So I hope you guys are excited, because I'm excited. If you're excited, say you're excited. Okay, I hear you. You're excited. Now, what I'm going to be talking to you about is an epic event that is going to include location. It's going to include speakers. It's going to include information. It's going to include a life change for you. So if you're in business and you want to take that step to the next level, the World Success Summit is for you. If you want to get involved with some people who can help you to move into an arena that you just haven't been able to get into, the World Success Summit is for you. If you like networking, the World Success Summit is for you. And guess what? If you like fun, we're going to have fun too at the World Success Summit. So I'm going to tell you all about that. But first, let me tell you a little bit about me. My name, as I said, is Barrett Matthews. I am of E2E Systems, and E2E stands for Employee to Entrepreneur. That's what we do. We help coach you from employee to entrepreneurs. No, we don't like seeing people just working for a living every day. We want to make sure that you're living your dreams. So what we want to do at E2E Systems is put you in a position to where you can transition into entrepreneurship without having the pains and the struggles that a lot of people go into. And you can stay into entrepreneurship and not have to go back to a corporate America if that's not what you choose to do. So at E2E Systems, we help you do that. And that's what my job. We have several programs in place for you. If you would like to find out more about us, please go to our website at www.e2esystems. That's the letter E, the number 2, the letter E, systems.com. Now, I'm also the author of the book, Why Didn't You Get It Done? A guide to helping you get off your assets. That's right. I wrote the book. So if you are one of those people who is always coming up with an excuse as to why you didn't get stuff done, you need to read my book. If you're just always telling people you want to do something, but you never take that step to do it, you need to read my book. So that book is centered around people who procrastinate. Ooh, I heard someone say ouch out there. I heard you. You said ouch because that's you. So you need to get my book. If you want to get a copy of my book, once again, you can go to my website at e2esystems.com and I'll send you an autographed copy. I am also one of the people who put together the successful series 50 Shades of Wealth. And if you haven't seen 50 Shades of Wealth, we have done several of them. We'll be doing another one coming soon to you where we have a lot of great people to help you learn how to obtain wealth at 50 Shades of Wealth. So me and my partner, Chris Bridges, will probably get back in the lab soon and put that together. I also host a radio show, Lunch and Learn, on Fridays on Survival Radio Network. So you can go there and check out our radio show on Survival Radio Network on Blog Talk Radio. It's a lot of fun, Lunch and Learn. So hopefully we'll see you on the radio show. You can come and check us out there. We have a lot of fun, a whole lot of fun. Some great people, some great content, but we have fun. Now, I want to make sure I talk to you about the World Success Summit 2015, because there will be more. World Success Summit was the brainchild of a conversation I had with my good friend, colleague, coach also, Mr. Trevor Otts. Many of you know Trevor. He is what I call the mad scientist of marketing. He's a marketing genius who's worked with people around the world. Well, Trevor and I were having a conversation one day at his place about my presentation and what I can do in my presentation to attract more people. And he was saying one of the things you need to do after you put all this together in your presentation is promote a big event. You need to do a big event. And we came up with the World Success Summit. And then the rest was up to me. I had to put it together. So I thought about it for a while about what I can do as far as making a big event. And I said, I want to have something where I can not only add, content, but have some of the greatest people that I can put together that I know in my circle to present the content to people. Because I wanted to draw people in to an event that they would really gain some value with. You've been to those things before. You've seen people speaking and you're thinking, wow, did I really invest my time and my money into something like this? Well, I wanted to bring you something that you really could come away with something juicy, that you could have some meat, that you could take it and go and grow with. So that's what we wanted to do with the World Success Summit. And since we put the word world in it, we wanted to make sure you could travel and do this thing. So it's an event location. I'm going to give that away in a little bit. Not right now. Don't rush me. I'm going to give that away in a little bit. So what we're going to do is I want to tell you a little bit about the event. You see, the World Success Summit, it's actually bigger than me. It's bigger than me. So what I did is I recruited the help of a good friend and coach as well, Miss Jasmine O'Day. And if you don't know Jasmine, see, Jasmine is a self-made serial entrepreneur. She's a wealth expert and an author. And Jasmine can show you how to move from poverty to the penthouse. How do I know this? Because Jasmine herself actually did that. She has a fantastic story. I'm not going to tell her story because I want you to hear her story from her. She has a fantastic story, but Jasmine has made millions for herself and other people. She has what I call a take no prisoners approach to business and entrepreneurship. She's a tough lady. I love her. She's a tough, tough lady, and she will make you work to achieve your goals. And You know, a lot of times people out there, you need someone to push you. Jasmine is definitely one of those people that can push you. She's the owner or stakeholder in over 30 businesses. How does that sound? 30 businesses. How many of you out there would like to have your hand in 30 businesses? Say, I would. Yeah, then you need to meet Jasmine. Now, here's one thing I want to tell you about Jasmine. She has inspired others to follow her lead to financial independence. She's helped so many people in growth, and she's a tough business lady, but she has a very, very giving heart. And that's what I love about Jasmine O'Day. So Jasmine, if you're out there watching, I'm giving you a shout out. That's for you. Okay, now, also, guys, what I want you to do, I want you to go to Facebook. We have a Facebook page set up for the World Success Summit 2015. Go check us out, World Success Summit 2015. Like our page. Get all the information about the summit. It's going to be incredible. You need to be there. How can you get in on it? I'm going to tell you that in a minute, but you need to get in on it fast if you want to take advantage of a special we have. So who's going to be on this summit? Who's going to be on the lineup? Who's going to be on stage? Well, as you just heard, I'm going to be there, of course. You get to hear from me. I'm going to tell you how you can grow your business and be more productive. I'm going to show you, ready? I'm going to show you how to double your income in less time. If you'd like to double your income, say, ooh, that's me. Yeah, I see you out there raising your hand. So if you want to double your income, I'm the guy that can help you do that in less time. My thing is to stop you from procrastinating and be more productive. If you can be more productive, guess what? You make more profits. So that's what I'm here to help you with. We have Jasmine O'Day. I just told you about Jasmine. Jasmine has helped people make millions. So I don't think I need to say much more than that. We have the phenomenal Klarque Garrison. And hopefully Klarque can join us sometime on these Hangouts. Klarque Garrison is the founder and CEO of Survival Radio Network. It is one of the largest blog talk radio shows and segments on Blog Talk Radio. Blog Talk, what Klarque has done is he has formed a network within Blog Talk Radio, which has over 30 shows. If you'd like to have a show, let me know. Let me know. Holler at me. Holler at your boy. I'll help you out. And as far as you want to get a show on Blog Talk Radio with Klarque, he's a good friend. Klarque is also an author. He's a speaker. He's a coach. He's a mentor. He's an advocate for building a nation of entrepreneurs. That's what he works with people, and he wants to have a lot of people be entrepreneurs. Klarque has a fantastic rags to riches story. I love his story, and so he's another one that's going to be on the lineup there as far as the World Success Summit. Man, I'm so excited. The last person to join our lineup, I couldn't believe it. And all of you ladies out there, if you're serious about being an entrepreneur, you will be happy to hear from the phenomenal Cheryl Wood. That's right. Cheryl Wood is going to be on the lineup at the World Success Summit. So let me just explain this to you. Cheryl Wood, she is what you call, she's compelling. She's what you call a thought leader. You know what I mean? She leads you into thinking about motivating you into doing what you need to do for your business. She has formed a global empire working with women entrepreneurs. So if you are one of these people, if you're a woman and you are an entrepreneur, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to be there and listen to Cheryl Wood. Cheryl Wood is phenomenal. She focuses on your personal development, your economic empowerment. Cheryl is a class act. I love listening to her. If you haven't had the chance to check out Cheryl Wood, you need to check her out. She has her own internet television show as well. Cheryl is phenomenal. I love her. She's phenomenal. And guess what, guys? We have something for you. If you don't understand this about your business, you don't understand business. I've heard people say sometimes that I don't like sales, but you call yourself a business person. Oh, I'm not good at sales, but you call yourself a business person. You have to understand something. If you're in business, you are in sales. Let me say that again. If you are in business, you are in sales, because the only way that people are going to buy into your business is if you sell them into your business. So you are in sales either way you look at it. So if you want to learn how to get out of saying such things and to believe that sales is something that you own, you need to come listen to Mr. Shay Brown. he is going to be on the World Success Summit. That's right. Shay Brown will be with us. He is the founder of Partners in Learning. If you haven't heard of Partners in Learning, you really need to go check Shay out. He is an incredible speaker. He's an incredible trainer. Nobody knows sales like Shay Brown. He eats, breathes, and sleeps sales. He is so good. And I can hear him saying right now, it's a great day. That's his tagline. So if you haven't heard Shay Brown, you need to listen to him. He's also the co-founder of Peak Performance Institute. He's internationally known. He's also a sales trainer, and he wrote the book called Sales Swagger. I love that. Sales Swagger. You need to be in the place when Shay Brown is speaking. He is phenomenal. He will make you love sales. He will build up your confidence about or surrounding sales so that you don't have any apprehension about the subject. Shay Brown will be there, and I'm just tickled to death about having him on board. Now we have his partner, his ace. You heard me mention him earlier. He had a good part in me actually putting on the World Success Summit 2015, Mr. Trevor Otts. Trevor Otts, the creator of Broke Marketing Systems. Now, I like to mess with Trevor because Trevor is, he's a marketing guru. Trevor, I call him the mad scientist of marketing. I call him the evil genius. And sometimes I call him the wonderful wizard of Otts. He hates that, but I like to mess with him on that because Trevor is really a phenomenal individual. He prefers himself as an idea guy, and no truer words could have been said. You see, Trevor, I have seen him do this so many times, after time after time after time. He will meet you, talk to you about your business, and within less than 5 minutes, he'll have ideas for you that will make you money. And it's phenomenal that it's a gift. It's truly a gift. I remember when I first met him, I was just wondering, what is his gift? What is his talent? What does he do besides teach marketing? And I saw him in action, even not just with me, but with others. And I said, wow, that's a gift. I said, I couldn't have done that. But what he does is he's what they call a marketing intuitive. And he can just dig right into whatever your project is and find out ways to help you turn it into something that'll be profitable for you and show you how to market. And he is also the co-founder of Peak Performance Institute, along with Mr. Shay Brown. Trevor is an award-winning marketing genius. He's a phenomenal speaker. He will definitely get you engaged. And he's fun. And if you get to know him, he's a fun person. He has a giving heart. He's always giving stuff away. I learned so much from him, and I think you will too. But how do you learn from him? You gotta be in the house. You have to be at the World Success Summit. Now, I've given you enough right there, haven't you, as far as the speakers? I mean, Jasmine O'Day, myself, Klarque, Garrison, Cheryl Wood, Shay Brown, Trevor Otts. But wait, there's more. You're thinking, who else can you bring that's going to enhance that lineup? Because that lineup right there is, people would probably pay, I'm going to say tens of thousands of dollars just to be in a place with them for a day. Well, guess what? The World Success Summit is not a day. It's 5 days. You get 5 days with all of these great people, but I have one more for you. One more. And who is that one more? Well, that's the man who's living his life like it's golden. I have Mr. Myron Golden on the lineup here. Myron Golden. Man, if you don't know Myron, you don't know money. Myron Golden is a phenomenal business person. He is an entrepreneur. He has found so many different ways to make income, and he has done that, and he's written books about it. It's cool when you can go somewhere like I did. I went on a location in Ohio to speak at an event, and I heard one of the other speakers referencing Myron Golden in his book. And I said to him, I know Myron. And he's like, you know Myron Golden? I'm like, yes, I do know Myron. Myron is also a friend. He's a coach. He's a mentor. He's a trainer as well. But Myron is an author of some best-selling books. If you're in the network marketing field, you can learn from Myron because he built an empire in network marketing before he left the industry. But he wrote a book called Line 'em Up and Sign 'em Up, which is a great book. It's very helpful if you're trying to build a business in network marketing. He also wrote a book. His most recent book is actually called Click and Order for Brick and Mortar. And that book is helping all the people who are in business today to learn that you can get further in your business today if you learn how to leverage the internet. So Click and Order for Brick and Mortar. And his third book, which actually was his second book, but it's probably the most read, is From the Trash Man to the Cash Man. It is a great book. Myron actually at some point in his life was a trash man. Now he's a millionaire. So and he can show you what he did and how to do that for yourself. All of his books are easy reads. I had a quick story. I was going to Jamaica last year, and I took Trash Man to the Cash Man with me because I said I would read it when I got there on the beach one day. Well, it's such an easy read. I read it before we landed in Jamaica. So Myron's books are very good. They're very easy to read. Best-selling author. He has sold hundreds of thousands of copies of his books. He's what you call an integrated marketing consultant, and he can help any business use technology to generate leads, and then he show you how to optimize the conversion process of those leads offline to make more money for you. Isn't that what business is about? To make more money for you? Well, Myron can show you how to do that. Now, if you're in business, if you're a business owner, if you're serious about growing your business exponentially, not just growing your business in little steps, exponentially, not incrementally, Myron can show you how to do it. He is one of the few people that can show you how to do that. And he has made an art and a business out of that. And I think if you're serious about being in business, you will want to be in the place for the World Success Summit. Now, when is the World Success Summit, you ask? Well, the World Success Summit is December 5th to December 10th, 2015. Let me give that again. It's December 5th to December 10th, 2015. So you have plenty of time to prepare, but you want to get in early because we're getting you to register right now for this. You need to put in a $200 deposit. Now you're saying $200 deposit on what? Well, here's my secret I was keeping from you for the longest time, because we only have 24 more hours to get in on an early bird special. The early bird special for what, you ask? Well, the early bird special for the fact that the World Success Summit, with all of these great speakers, a value of tens of thousands of dollars, is going to be held on a cruise ship, the Independence of the Seas of Royal Caribbean. We will be having the World Success Summit on a cruise ship. Oh, I see you smiling. I see you getting excited now. You want to be in the place. You want to be there because this event is phenomenal. Fortunately, we're having it sponsored by several companies. Elite Events is sponsoring it. My company, E2E Systems, is sponsoring it. Peak Performers Institute is sponsoring it. Rendezvous for You, Jasmine's company, O'Day Holdings and Financial Group, is sponsoring, and Survival Radio Network is sponsoring the World Success Summit 2015. You got to get in there. I know you're asking now, well, where's the cruise going? How can I get on this? How can I be in this? Well, hold on. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. There's more. There's more. So, like I said, as if this 5-day event with these phenomenal trainers, coaches were not enough for you, the World Success Summit 2015 will be held on the Royal Caribbean, Independence of the Seas. Now, I want you to reserve your spot now. Place your $200 deposit for your cabin. You gotta move fast because they're going now. So if you want to find out how you can do so, you can text the word summit. I'm sorry, you can text the word summit 15 to 929-244-4323, or you can go to our Facebook page at World Success Summit 2015 and click the link there so you can register through Eventbrite. Now, the trip starts out on a Saturday. It starts out on a Saturday from Fort Lauderdale, Florida at 4:30 p.m. We leave Fort Lauderdale. Can you imagine? Can you see this right now? Can you picture this? Come on, close your eyes with me. Just imagine this. You're in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Nice, beautiful weather. You're getting on a cruise ship. Everyone else is freezing their butt off in December. But not you. You're living the life. You're getting ready to go hobnob with some of the greatest minds in business. How does that sound? Can you picture that with me? Then we cruise for that first night. Then the next day, oh, the fun starts, because first thing that morning, we will start. We have all a great lineup of each one of those 7 speakers are going to take you from the time we start at breakfast to the time we go to dinner. You have all of these great speakers that are going to be there to present for you while we're at sea. We're going to have some fun. We're going to learn a lot. We're going to be in position to go make money. After the first day, I bet you'll say, God, I wish we could go back home so I can start making that money, because you're going to learn so much that you want to put into use right away. You're going to have these people there ready to give you all of that great information. So that's the beauty of the World Success Summit, just that part of it. So the next day, we're going to go to, you ready? You ready? You're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to be in Belize. That's right, Belize City, Belize. We will be there from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We will be in Belize. So you get to get off the ship, have a little fun, do a little tourism, enjoy yourself. But I know you'll still be just wondering, God, I can't wait to get home to put all this great information to work for me. But you get to be in Belize and you get to enjoy that day. Get on the ship again. Network with some of these great people you've met, learn from them, get them to talk to you privately. Isn't that the beauty of these events, is that you can get them along with you privately and you can talk to them and pick their brain about your personal business? That's what it's about. The World Success Summit is going to offer all of that for you, but you have to be in position to take advantage of that. So the next day, you're going to wake up in Cozumel, Mexico. That's right, we're going to Mexico. You will be there in Cozumel, touring there, and you get to spend some more time with some of these great speakers, some of these great trainers, some of these phenomenal millionaires, some of these incredible knowledgeable people in business. You get to spend time with them. You get to learn how you can collaborate with them and other business owners on board the ship. Isn't that wonderful? That's what these events are about. Who else is doing that? Nobody. Nobody's doing that. So then, guess what, guys? We're going to be at sea again. After that, the next day, well, these speakers are going to come back to you again. That's right. We're not done just one time. You're going to hear from us all again. We're going to spend the whole day teaching and training you on how to, when you get off that ship, you're going to be ready to rock and roll, ready to go make some money, ready to turn 2016 into the year you've always dreamt it should be. We're going to make sure that you have the success in your life and in your business that you are supposed to have. That's what the World Success Summit is going to bring to you. And we come back on that Thursday, the 10th, in Fort Lauderdale, and you will get to be everything that you can be, because you are filled with the knowledge and information to build your business. Now, here's the thing, guys. We have an early bird special. Now, I'm going to give you the pricing on that. It's on the site on the Eventbrite, but I'm going to give it to you right now. You can get an inside cabin. You get inside cabin without the view at all for $1,498. $1,498. You get 5 days. I don't believe I'm saying this. You get 5 days with all of these speakers, all these trainers. And you know good and well that this should be a lot more than that. But you get a cruise for 5 days for $1,498. $1,498. You get all that. You can get an inside cabin with the promenade view for $1,574. That's right. You get an inside cabin with a promenade view for $1,574. Plus, you get all of this great training, all of this phenomenal training that is going to set your business on fire. You can get an ocean view. That's right. You can get an ocean view cabin for $1,698. That's it. Just $1,698. And you can get a balcony cabin for only $1,786. You can get a balcony view. Let me back up a little bit. You're going to get 5 days of phenomenal training from incredible people who are so giving and sharing of their information, their knowledge, that they're ready to pour it out into you so that you can turn your business into something successful. They're going to do this. Plus, you're going to get 5 days on board the Independence of the Seas of Royal Caribbean, where you're going to have everything that's paid for, everything's there for you. All you have to do is be there. You get all of that for these low prices. So here's what you got to do. I know you're wondering, how do I get started? I know you mentioned early bird special. Well, that's the early bird special. In the next 24 hours, that's it, just 24 hours, you have to put in a $200 non-refundable deposit. We had it till April 7th, but we got extended till April 8th. So we have to, until tomorrow, to get in on the early bird special to lock in for those prices. I'm sorry, I can't do it for any longer than that. You have to get in now. Get in. You have the next 24 hours to get in on the $200 deposit for that early bird special for those prices. After the early bird special, the prices increase, of course, because it's no longer the early bird special. So at that point, the inside cabin is still great prices. $19.98 for the inside cabin, $24.50 for the inside with the promenade view, $28.95 for the ocean view, and the balcony is only $32.50. The balcony is only $32.50. Wow. Do you guys understand that a lot of these trainers would charge you more than that to spend one day with them? I mean, I know for a fact that at least two of these speakers, no, well, about four of these speakers that I know charge probably about 3 to 4 times that amount to spend a day with them. So you're getting 7 speakers, 7 trainers, 7 coaches, 7 of them for 5 days where you actually can get time to spend independently with them, because they're there for you. This is not a family vacation for them. This is a business trip. So they're there for you, but you got to be ready to take advantage of it. So once again, the deposit is $200. It's a non-refundable deposit. And then you have payment plans after that, but you need to make sure that you get in and get in now. You need to get in now. Now let me run by that lineup for you again. I'm going to show you how to turn your productivity into profits. That's my job. We have Jasmine O'Day, who can show you how to turn your business into a 5-figure a month business with very little investment. She's done it. She's done it several times, and she can do it for you. We have Klarque Garrison, who has gone from rags to riches to rags to riches. So he can show you how to come back and hit it with a vengeance, all by changing your mindset. Just by shifting that little paradigm shift, Klarque can show you how to do that. And he will do it because he is the master at those things. We have Mr. Shay Brown. Shay Brown, the sales cardiologist, as he calls himself. He can revive your career, your business, and your sales to make your business so profitable that you can't even stop it from happening. We have Miss Cheryl Wood. All of you females out there, if you have not learned how to turn your business around, if you think that sometimes there are obstacles in your way, Cheryl understands. Cheryl not only understands, she knows how to take you to another level and to make you successful as an entrepreneur. We have Mr. Trevor Otts. As I mentioned, Trevor is a marketing guru. He can show you how to make your business into something that is extremely profitable. Do you understand that a lot of the speakers, a lot of the great minds that you see and hear come to Trevor? So you may not have heard of him, but believe me, they have. And lastly, but certainly not least, the Golden Man himself, Mr. Myron Golden, will be with us on the World Success Summit 2015. So, and in recapping all of that, Myron Golden can show you how he consults with everybody to show them how to turn your business into something profitable. He can change your whole understanding and your whole mindset about money in general. How'd you like that? How'd you like to have someone change your mindset about money so that you understand that you deserve money? You deserve to be wealthy. You should anticipate wealth. That's what you're going to get from these people on the World Success Summit. And as a bonus, guys, as a bonus, you get a cruise. You get a cruise. You get to travel to Belize. You get to travel to Cozumel, Mexico. You get to do all of that in addition to spending time with these phenomenal trainers. These people are going to train you to be successful. How would you like to make it so that after this event, you can make more money, have more business, have more clients, have more residual returning clients than you've ever had in your career? How would you like that? But I'm going to tell you something. It can't happen unless you're in the place. You need to go to World Success Summit 2015 on Facebook, or text the word Summit 15 to 929-244-4323. That's 929-244-4323. You need to text the word Summit 15 to that number, and we can get you set up on the World Success Summit, but you have to get your registration in now. Now, you can also go to eventbrite.com and go look up World Success Summit 2015 as well on Eventbrite. But you need to get in now. You have 24 hours for the early bird special. 24 hours for the early bird special. If you're not hearing me, you need to listen up. You have 24 hours for the early bird special. Get your $200 deposit in right now. Get it in right now so that you can be a part of this great event. Now, you knew I was not going to leave you without something extra. You know there's always a little bit more. If those of you who know me know that I always got something else for you. Many of you out there are speakers, aren't you? Many of you out there are coaches. Well, we have something else for you. But before I go into the real goodie basket, I want to bring on my good friend, Mr. Klarque Garrison. Klarque, how are you today, buddy?
Hey, how are you, sir? Can you hear me pretty good?
I hear you fantastic, man. Everybody, we have Mr. Klarque Garrison with us, and Klarque is one of the most phenomenal people I know. He is an incredible speaker, and I just wanted to bring him on here. As you know, he is going to be part of the World Success Summit, so I wanted to make sure that you guys got a chance to hear from him, and let him tell you himself what he's going to bring to this fantastic event. Klarque, I already let the cat out of the bag. I let him know it's going to be, I let him know it's going to be a cruise, and I let them know all the goodies. I let them know how they can get in on the early bird special, because we only have 24 hours left for the early bird special. So if they don't get in now, they're going to have to pay the other price, which is still a phenomenal price to get all you're going to get. But I want you to just share with them what it is that you see the value and why they need to take advantage of this right now.
Well, I mean, I think it's very obvious. Anytime you get this kind of caliber of people on a boat where they can't go anywhere, right? They can't duck out. They can't, leave or come back. They're going to be there in front of you for hours on hours on hours. This is a perfect opportunity to corner off people like Trevor Otts and Shay Brown and Barrett Matthews and the list goes on and on who we've got out there. Really corner them off and ask some really specific questions that cater to your situation. Not just a broad-based paintbrush of how do I get successful, how do I do this. Really ask some questions about, look, here's where I am. How do I do this in particular? And these guys will do it. You and I both know all of these people who are going to be on this boat. And we know that in a setting like this, that they will sit down and talk with you ad nauseum. I mean, in fact, they might talk more than you want them to talk, if anything. Then you toss in the fact that we're going to be on a great cruise with great food and spirits. You know what happens when we have a little spirits. We start sharing a little bit of everything. But I'm just excited myself to be a part of this and really to come out and meet as many people as possible to talk about what I think is going to be a unique perspective that I'm going to be speaking on that you don't hear a lot. And so I'm looking forward to sharing that with the listeners, sharing my experience, and just talking about it as much as anybody wants to talk.
Well, Klarque, and I want you to talk to them a little bit more specifically on what they're going to be getting from you, because I touched a little bit on what everybody brings to the table, but sure. Because I know you talked about a mind shift before, and I want you to talk a little bit about that, what they're going to get from you.
Well, I'm going to go way deep, guys. I'm going to be talking about metaphysics, that buzzword that most people think is either some kind of religious cult or something that says, if you believe in that, you can't believe in God. So I've heard it all. Well, we're going to really delve down into that, and I'm going to talk to you about some ancient principles that date back 15,000 years ago.
Wow.
And even longer. That center us at the core of our beliefs And I believe, and most people don't get to this point, that
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have your core centered, if you don't make that
Mm-hmm.
shift, if you don't make that connection to the universe and its core, then there's nothing you're going to be able to be successful about.
Mm.
Oftentimes, we wonder why we go from relationship to relationship, and things tend to repeat themselves. We wonder why we start business after business, whether that's multi-level marketing. I know people who have been in 10 multi-level marketing ventures and haven't made a dollar yet.
Now.
Well, guess what? Some of that, a large part of that, has nothing to do with your training or who's your upline or
Mm-hmm.
any of those kind of things that get in the way. It is really about your core inner belief system. It is about your connectivity that you have with what the principles of the universe are about. And we're going to talk about those principles. I've broken them down into 7, I guess you would say, categories. And we're going to talk ad nauseum about each one of those things. But here's one of the things it will do, just to give you a teaser.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about removing clutter from your life, physically and mentally, being one of those principles. Now, understand that clutter physically and mentally can plague you just as easily as the other. So it's not about whether you're clean, you put things away, are you tidy. Those are part of the things, because you will see in most cases, now there's always an aberration here and there, but in most cases, people who are highly successful are highly organized. In most cases. And if they're not organized, then they know enough to pay somebody to help get them organized or organize their stuff. So when I talk about how to remove clutter from your life and the importance of that, I'm not just talking about some easy manifestation of get a maid. I'm talking about the real hard stuff that applies, and we're going to talk how that really resonates with what that belief is about in the universe. So also mental clutter. You know, there's a big thing that we don't think about. What do we have up here that's causing the output to come out as garbage? So that's just some of the stuff. We're going to talk about the universe and its connectivity. We're going to talk about chaos and order, how they are almost uniformly the same. There's just a fine line in between that differentiates one from the other, and how to command those things. So we're going to get really deep. We're going to get on a level that maybe you haven't been in a long time, and now's the time to do it, and all you have to do is what?
Go ahead and register, man.
There you go.
Get that deposit in. I see. I'm telling you, if I wasn't putting this event on, Klarque, I would be ready to pay to go see you because you just fired me up, man.
I appreciate that, man. And let me say this. This is not just something I read in the book, although a lot of the things I have been studying for many years. This is applied science. This is stuff that I do even today. You know, we talk about meditating. I've asked, I remember when I was trying to figure this thing out, I asked like 150, when I was writing my book, over 150 people how they are successful, and I wanted to know some of the traits and techniques that they do so I can start emulating that, right? That's what we are taught to do. Almost every one of them said that they meditate. I was like, meditate? What does that got to do with making money? What does that got to do with getting clientele to come through the door? What does that got to do with marketing and promoting and any of that stuff? And it really took me a long time of hitting my head against the wall to realize, you know what? Sometimes you can't just worry about why. You just have to do it.
Hello.
Sometimes you just have to do what the successful people are doing and figure out the whys later. And that's what really turned my life around. You would be surprised on what clearing your mind will do. You know, most people talk about, well, I prayed for success. I prayed for this, and I prayed for a great relationship, and I prayed. And that's half the battle. But prayer is asking the question. Hearing the answer is meditation. And if you're not meditating, how are you ever going to get the answer that the universe is sending to you? Because you're busy running off at the mouth or thinking about something you're going to do, and you never quiet yourself down to hear through all of the clutter, there's that word again, what the answer is.
And Klarque, you mentioned something earlier. I mean, I want to give you your time to make your shameless plugs. So, you said your book. Tell them about your book. Tell them what you've written so they can get. Because I think if they read your books, they'll be more inclined to come on board this phenomenal event and take advantage of getting the one-on-one time with you.
I wrote a really simple I like to say ground level. I'm talking about the remember those ABC big blocks you used to have when you first learned the alphabet, how to learn how to spell and then read? I wrote a book on that level of how to survive the next 365. How do you survive year to year in your survival kit, your tools? And I remember somebody was like, well, I don't like the title of the book. You should say How to Thrive, because that's, that's more positive. And I said, you know what? In the case of emergency, what do they always ask for? The survival
kit. That's right.
Right? You got to have Band-Aids. You got to have gauze. You got to have things to clear off wounds and things like that, sutures and all of those things. Those things have to be in your repertoire. They got to be in your belt. If you don't have the survival techniques on how to compete each and every day with personal, business, spiritual, if you don't have any of that, then who cares if you've got a fancy tool? I know a lot of people spend a bunch of money on good tools. They got the best cameras. They got the best. You ever seen a photographer with a big old zoom lens, but all his pictures look crazy? Like, he spent $6,000 on a camera he can't use. So it is about the basics, and that's what that book, How to Survive the Next 365, really delves into. 12 fundamental core beliefs that I believe that if you don't know these things, if you don't have these things at the heart, man, life is going to be really tough.
And see, that's what I'm talking about, right? That's the meat and potatoes that Klarque Garrison brings for you. His book, I'm telling you guys, you got to get his book. I'm just putting it out there. You got to get his book. Klarque Garrison, like I said, I've known Klarque. How long have we known each other now? At least a decade.
At least a decade and a half, I think.
Yeah, something like that. So, but the thing is, and Klarque and I, we do business together. We're friends and everything. But the man is phenomenal. I was fortunate enough. We put on an event about a year and a half ago now, and in Georgia with Shay Brown and Trevor Otts and everybody. We got closer, and that's what these events do for you. You get a chance to be in an environment with all these people with all this great knowledge in different fields, but they come together, and you get the chance to be a part of that and to bring your own expertise into the fold. So that's one of the things we talk. Now, Klarque, I want to make sure I tell the people again, what it is they're getting and what the value is in it. Again, once again, I'm just going to go through it. We have myself, I'm going to be speaking, showing you how to turn your production into profits. We have Miss Jasmine O'Day, and Klarque, Jasmine is incredible.
A beast. She's a
beast. That's what Klarque always says. She's a beast. We have the man himself, Mr. Klarque Garrison. You just heard a snippet of it. I'm excited. I'm fired up just listening to him. We have, and Klarque, I don't know if I told you this, our latest arrival in the World Success Summit is Cheryl Wood.
Oh, you know what? I heard you mention that, and I was wondering, is it the Cheryl Wood?
Cheryl Wood. She has joined us.
The DMV area?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's going to be on the World Success Summit.
Very nice.
We have your coach, Mr. Shay Brown.
Hey, he's the godfather.
He's the
godfather of sales right there, buddy. That's the godfather of sales.
Yes.
Hands down.
Hands down. And we have the marketing genius himself, his partner, Mr. Trevor Otts. I can't say enough about Trevor. Trevor's in the lab right now, I'm sure, working on something incredible to bring to the table.
Can I just say a plug on behalf of that gentleman?
Yes.
You call Trevor Otts, we'll call him Trev.
Yes.
Guys, when I say, and I mean this with all sincerity, just being around this guy, I promise you, you can bet me, I would pay for your trip if it doesn't happen. He's going to drop a nugget so incredible to you for free just for being around him. If you tell him what you're looking to do, he's going to drop 1, 2, 3 nuggets to you that are going to blow your head up. And you're going to be so excited, you're going to want to run off the boat right then to get started. I am not exaggerating. Every time I'm around this guy, and I think I'm doing something with the network that I own and operate and all the other stuff that I do, and he says, hey, have you ever thought about this? And I'm thinking, what? Like, I got to pay this guy something for this. So just that alone, man, this is an amazing cast, and you haven't finished, so I'm going to let you finish.
I haven't finished.
Who else? Yeah, you haven't finished.
One more. We got one more. We have Mr. Myron Golden. And I love this man, man. He's phenomenal. He is so giving, and he is so knowledgeable about the whole concept of money and how to turn what you're doing into profit for yourself. And he always says, making money is easy. He always said, making money is easy. He said, the thing is, you all complicate it so much. It's not that complicated. If you learn the principles of money and what you need to do, you won't find it that complicated. So I encourage you, if you want to make money easy for you, you need to be at the World Success Summit. Now, again,
it is what it is.
right. It is what it is. Again, the dates are December 5th through December 10th of 2015. You don't want to miss out on this event. And right now, you don't want to miss out on the early bird special. Now, I told you before, we're going to be doing this event on the Royal Caribbean Royal Caribbean Independence of the Seas. It's a cruise too. You get all of this training from all of these people, and you get a cruise. I mean, Klarque. Now, look, where's the cruise going? Starting out in Fort Lauderdale. See, like I said, Klarque, it's December 5th through 10th. So a lot of people in most areas will be freezing. They'll be cold.
Most people will, right?
Most people. We're going to be...
Not in Florida.
Not in Fort Lauderdale, no.
No, sir.
Then we leave. We leave that Saturday. Then Sunday morning, we get started. We start doing our stuff, man. All of us great trainers and speakers, we're going to speak all day long. We're going to teach these people some great information. Then Monday, we wake up in Belize, man. We wake up in Belize.
Absolutely incredible.
We get to spend the day in Belize. I've never been to Belize, so I'm really excited about that.
I haven't either.
So I'm looking forward to that. Then the next morning, we wake up in Cozumel.
That alone right there, man, that's worth the trip right there. If you just go on this thing just to hang out and don't listen to a word anyone says, I think you can call it even.
But guess what? The next day, they wake up and get to listen to more of us. We're going to train them for 2 days, Klarque. We're not training them just for that one day. We're training them for 2 days. Not to mention, I'm not mentioning all the one-on-one time you get with us off the stage.
Absolutely.
You get the one-on-one. I know Trevor. I know Shay. They love to do private sessions in their rooms where you get to meet with them one-on-one or in just a small group of people. Sometimes I know that there's a line outside the hallway. So you get that as well. And then we go back to Fort Lauderdale, and you get to go home and put together all of that information and make your business grow like it's never grown before. Now, the early bird special, right now, with just a $200 deposit. And I know Klarque is going to have to go. Klarque, first of all, I want to thank you for joining us. I know you had to go.
Hey, you know what, man? I wouldn't have missed it for the world. I'm in between shows, so I've got an engineer. But let me just say this, man. This is absolutely worth it. I hope to see everybody on this trip. Come tap me on the shoulder. Tell me you heard me first right here, and let's have a conversation about something serious. Let's not waste any time on this trip because I'm going to be running my mouth 24/7. I'm going to have all the lemon and water that you can possibly get, and I get to hang out with this guy right here. I mean, look at it.
You're my boy, man. So, anytime.
Let's do it.
Just keep promoting us on your shows as well, and I'll see you soon, man. So thanks a lot for joining us, man.
Absolutely, buddy.
I appreciate it. Take it easy.
Yes, sir.
So, guys, as I was saying earlier, first of all, you just got to hear from Klarque Garrison. How thrilling is that? You got to hear from Klarque Garrison. He came on our Hangout to share that with us. I'm elated and I'm grateful to have someone of that magnitude with us. I'm really just blown away. I'm humbled by it as well. He's a great guy, good friend, and he really has done a lot to help me, and I am very grateful to him. But the early bird special, I want to go over this one more time. You have 24 hours to lock in these rates. 24 hours to lock in these rates. You have to put a $200 non-refundable deposit. You get an inside cabin for only $14.98. Only $14.98. You get an inside cabin with a promenade view for only $15.74. Only $15.74. You get an ocean view cabin for only $16.98. Only $16.98. You get a balcony cabin, guys. A balcony cabin for only $17.86. That's the early bird special, guy. Can you imagine? You're getting all of these with all of this training, a trip to Belize, a trip to Cozumel. You're getting all of this stuff for these low prices. You better get in now. When you fit in, put in your $200 non-refundable deposit. You got 3 ways to get the information. You can text the word Summit 15 to 929-244-4323. Text the word Summit 15 to 929-244-4323. That's one of the ways that you can get in. Another way that you can get in, go to our Facebook page at World Success Summit 2015. Go to our Facebook page, World Success Summit 2015. And the third way, you can go to eventbrite.com and just go look up World Success Summit 2015 and register now. Get your $200 non-refundable deposit in right now. Now, if you do not take advantage of the early bird special, you can still put in your deposit after that, but the rates go up, of course. It's not the early bird special anymore. You can get an inside cabin for only $19.98. Still a phenomenal bargain for what you're getting with all the value. And you can get an inside cabin with a promenade view for only $24.50. Only $24.50, guys. You get an ocean view cabin for only $28.95. You get an ocean view cabin with all the extras I just mentioned. You get a balcony cabin with all of those things for $32.50. Only $32.50. You get all of that with a balcony cabin. You can't beat this anywhere on the planet. You can't beat it. But you got to start now by acting now. Take advantage by putting in your $200 deposit now and take advantage of everything and spread the word to everyone else as well. Now, I said I had something for you before Klarque came on. Some of you out there are already trainers. Some of you already are out there speakers. Some of you are out there who are headliners. You're doing whatever. You want to spread your word as well. Well, we have something for you. We're looking for 10, only 10 additional speakers. You will go on after we go on every day that we're speaking, which will be the second day at sea on December 6th, and you'll get on the day before last at December 9th, you get to go on stage and present as well. Now, there's a fee for that. Once you've registered for this cruise, there's a fee of $197 if you want to speak, if you want to be a speaker on that cruise for 10 additional slots. We have 10 additional slots. You don't need a sales license. Your $197 fee will cover that. So we're not looking to make any money off the sales that you make if you're selling things as well. But it's not a sales fest, but we want to make sure that you have that opportunity as well. So if you're interested in being one of the speakers, let us know as well after you've registered. We want to make sure you register first. So you have that opportunity. So the World Success Summit, guys, I hope you can see that this is a lot of value. It brings a whole lot to the table. We will be having more of these Hangouts. We'll be bringing some of the other speakers, the other trainers on the Hangout so you get to hear from them. I'm so honored that we had Mr. Klarque Garrison on board. I urge you, anyone that knows me, know that my motto is take action. And I want to challenge you guys. Don't let it be said that you are simply awesome. Set your goal to awe them all, not just some. So on that note, guys, I'm going to end this tonight, and I want to thank you for joining us. I want you to spread the word to everyone you know about the World Success Summit. Register now. Put in your $200 non-refundable deposit right now before the early bird special goes out. But get into the World Success Summit 2015. Take action.